I hate Leslie Headland. Honestly, a big dumb face. Look, could you get a more arsehole look in a
Yeah.
photo? Like, look. She's like, yeah, I'm a feminist, and what? So, oh, for God's sake, you just look like an asshole. Like you don't look like someone I want to listen to. I don't want to listen to what you've got to say right now.
Yeah, I don't want to
You
be
look
in earshot
horrible.
of you. Yeah.
Yeah, she looks like she smells at the end of the day. All right. But anyway, no, there's absolute nonsense here. So we've got it's a whole bunch of stuff. Talking about how they got it made. I essentially cold called Lucasfilm. And after a lot of conversations, found myself pitching a show, utterly elated. My ultimate career goal. I thought it was, covering up Harvey Weinstein's skeletons in his closet. The culmination of my fandom. Sure. At the same, when has she ever posted anything about Star Wars before this? Never. Fake fan. Yeah. At the same time, I would be lying if I said I wasn't scared. There's so much pressure; it's extreme. I'd never done anything this big before. And so here's where they say it cost $180 million for 8 episodes. It took 4 years to make, which goes back to what you were saying before about how long it takes to make stuff. I mean, it's just crazy. 4 years to make. It attempts 2 feats at once, pleasing old school Star Wars fans who can seem unpleasable, behave, while telling an entirely new story, one that requires no prior knowledge. And the main thing about this is they start talking about, is it this article, Culture, where they start talking about the fans and the really horrible comments about the fans? Is it this one?
This has some of it. Then Kathleen Kennedy has a one. I think it's in Variety where she decided to go sideways. Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah,
I think basically comments are there. I think the comments are here towards the bottom though.
So, yeah. Oh, they even make a comment about the South Park one. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Because she makes a comment basically about how. She makes a comment about how
here it is. Yeah,
you judge it, you're just a bigot.
Yeah, my belief that storytelling doesn't need to be representative. It does need to be representative of all people.
Yeah, no, it's here. Yeah. As a fan myself, I know how frustrating some Star Wars storytelling in the past has been. I felt it myself. I stand by my empathy for Star Wars fans, but I want to be clear. Anyone who engages in bigotry, racism, or hate speech, I don't consider a fan.
So criticizing the show in the show's direction, in the concept, would that also be considered bigotry, racism, and hate speech by her? Probably so.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. And this is the main thing that I wanted to cover is just this nonsense. And this is what these creatives think now, that they are the gatekeepers to what is a fan. They are the arbiters of what a fan is. And that's what I wanted to sort of hone in on this. So basically, Star Wars The Acolyte, if you criticize it, you're not a fan. And actually what you are is you're a bigot. Because you can't notice anything. You can't comment on anything. You dirty bigot.
What I was going to say was those words she's used there are broad enough to encompass anyone you want. It's not even that. It's not really a particularly sophisticated trick. Like hate speech. That can mean anything you decide it to mean at any given moment. Simple.
Yeah, this is what I mean. They're literally the ultimate arbiters. You're not a fan. No. Sorry, you didn't like that. You're not a fan. You don't like that. No, you're not a fan. No fans here, ladies and gents. No fans here. She doesn't consider them a fan. Oh, good. Sorry. I'll bow before your incredible intellect, Leslie the Forehead Headland. God's sake. Guys, anything else to say? Culture? Yeah.
I mean, look, all I have to say is the fact that they think they can define what good and bad fandom is just infuriating. And I continue to repeat that message. You don't get to decide who's a fan and who's not. You just don't. Fans create themselves because they're fanatical about something that they love, whether it be sport or it's a film or it's a television show. they're fanatical about something. I mean, some people are fanatical about, My Little Pony. I mean, we got some of those people. But when you look at it, you don't get to decide. They decide. They decide what they love, and they decide when they stop loving it. And they tell you why they became a fan, and they tell you why they stopped loving it. And you know what? The problem is that you don't like hearing that they stopped loving it because you and your 6 of 8 women on the story group and your more than dominating position in every executive position within Lucasfilm and your overwhelming majority of women that work for Lucasfilm overall are basically going to point the finger at the reason that these things are failing is because of women, because that's the only identitarian and political position that you lean heavily into publicly, despite the fact that we know there's some other elements there. And finally, do you actually know what a woman is, Kathleen Kennedy?
That's true. That is true. And again, this is all getting out ahead of it. Like, why are you even saying this stuff? Why are you even doing this? Because you know full well that your storytelling, your writing is going to be so substandard that people will notice all of the absolute dog shit that you've put in it because of identitarian and diverse woke politics. That's what people are going to notice because your storytelling is going to be so bad. Like, why you even say like, yeah, when something's fine and pretty good because no one comes out and tries to is incredibly combative before the release. They're just like, yeah, here's the product, enjoy, cool,
Yeah.
Thanks, that was great, bye. That's the exchange for all of these products. They're like, well, they did it with Indiana Jones, they've done it with every single Star Wars, they've done it with every single Star Wars series, like every single time. Like, it's just everything. It's bizarre.
Yeah. Every single time. She's been handpicked, obviously, by So okay, I'm going to drop a bit of a truth bomb, and she's gay, right? Headland is gay. She's married to a woman.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Who stars in this series?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
To star in the show.
Okay. Now, there's a type of lesbian that really, really identifies with men, the tomboy type lesbian that identifies with men, loves to have loads and loads of male friends, and is always really catty and standoffish to other women, right? There's another type of lesbian who despises men, just despises men. Everything about men, doesn't want to be near men, don't want to hear men, wouldn't dream of looking or touching a man. I think she's that type. I think Headland is that type. And is absolutely committed to damaging or hurting men at all times, wherever possible. Now, men love Star Wars. Okay. I can hurt men in the most general way by subverting and perverting and inverting a thing they love. And that's it. It's as simple as that. And Kathleen Kennedy would have known that. Picks her. It's... I honestly think that's what's going on.
Yeah, I can see that.
We want to make it as unfriendly for men as possible. Well, we can put Leslie Headland in charge. She'll do that. She'll fulfill that role for us. That's who she is. There you go. Go do it. And the rest is history.
Yeah, I can see that. Nick, you got anything to chime in on this one?
I just want everyone to remember comments made by Kathleen Kennedy that when she read the script for The Acolyte, she cried. Just remember that, guys. Again, this is a complete shit show. The people involved, the direction they're taking it, the agenda they're pushing. I mean, it's a complete shit show. And I'm here to roast all over it, and I can't wait. Next week, guys. Next week. We're literally like 5 days away.
And I honestly, I can't wait. I cannot wait to sit down in my brand new Toyota Celica.
Yeah, we will be streaming the night of the first 2 episodes. We're going to be posting full reactions on our Patreon covering this. It's going to be epic fun.
Cheers. We got a super chat from Chaos is Fun. Says better to be a bigot than a grapist's assistant. Yeah, this is true.
Yeah,
this is true. Out of it all, I mean, what would I rather be? I'd rather be a bigot or someone that sat and watched my my boss, sexually
and like she had no clue what was going on.
Yeah, of course you bloody did.
Yeah, let's be absolutely clear about that, if we can, without getting involved in any actual lawsuits. She would have been complicit. She would have been complicit in some dreadful things. Come on, let's be honest now. Some very, 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 even wasn't Weinstein actually acquitted recently?
One count of something, I think.
Nonetheless, there seems to be absolutely no doubt that the degree of his crimes is in doubt. But nonetheless, there's no way that Headland wouldn't have been at least complicit or involved in some frightful things. Some absolutely frightful things.
Of course she did. Absolutely unequivocally. And no one's ever going to go to court for that because she ain't want discovery. She doesn't want discovery to happen on these things. So Accent Seller says, KK, I read the script for the Woker shite and I cried and then I died and then I cried.